Morning guys. So I went ahead and did some work on the handle yesterday. At the moment I'm not terribly pleased with the way it's coming out. It is comfortable and it allows me to hold it in a way to where the bowstring isn't slapping my arm anymore, because that was getting a little tiresome. But it's got a bit of a curve here. I'm trying to thin this out some. Probably can't see it, but I've got a little bit of a finger groove and I'm probably going to do some more of those. I think I like that. Not really sure what I'm doing about an arrow shelf, or if I am. And I need to thin this back part out a little more. It's still a little thick for my hand. But it is comfortable. Got to smooth this ridge out here and see what I want to do with this. But I don't know. Pretty much this is just not the design, one that I saw in my head or two that I wanted. Basically because, and I'll have to post a picture when I edit this, the original handle, you can still see, has some of the curve in it. I really shouldn't have taken that out. Of course, to begin with, I wouldn't have not even been able to hold it. So I'll have to see about that. Plus, it's not as thick as I would like it to be. I'd like it a bit more, I guess what they call the riser, when they have another one glued on. But I'm not quite to that level yet. So right now, just working with what I got, seeing how to get it to work out, and it's doing pretty good. I think it's right around 50-55 pounds right now, so it's doing good. I'm just going to go through and shape out some more of that and see how it goes. Keep you guys updated. What's going on, fellas? I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update. I had to kind of take a break from this for a while. It was working on it was starting to mess up my hand. I think maybe too many years of typing on keyboards, who knows. But also, trying to design this handle, I don't know, it definitely looks different in my mind than what's come out. It's too skinny. I think I definitely would have preferred something that was, thicker and had a riser, something more to work with. If you remember in the original design, I jumped the gun back at the gathering when I was making this and kind of carved out a middle section a little bit. Needed to so I could hold it, but unfortunately I didn't give enough forethought to how this was actually going to come out, and so now I'm having to deal with that problem. And I don't know, I'll keep working on it, and it keeps getting more and more uncomfortable, which is unfortunate because I'm the one designing it, but hey, these things happen. Thought I'd get fancy and put finger grooves in it, but unfortunately using that, one, they're slightly off, and two, using that forces me to hold it in a position that I don't like. Makes my wrists, see if I can get that a little bit better. Sorry about that. Makes me hold my wrist at an angle that it's comfortable for my arm and the string doesn't hit me, but it plays hell with my knuckles in my hand. This back part here, and when I'm holding it, it just totally beats up the inside of my knuckles. They've been sore all week. I was going to try and round it out some more, but then it's starting to get a little vibration in the handle, so I definitely don't want that. So I'm going to have to see what I can come up with to deal with that. Kind of just poor planning originally from my part, unfortunately. But I'm going to take care of that. I think I'm going to slant these up a little bit right now, kind of get this ready to go. The limbs are pretty much where I want. One of them is still riding a little bit high, but at this point it's trying to like fix the legs on the table, you know. You sand one too high, then it's crooked, so you sand the other one, before you know it, it's a foot tall, you know, so can't mess with that too much, but I'm liking where it's at. It's shooting, I believe, about mid-50s, you know, about 50 pounds at about the 26 or 26 and a half that I'm pulling on it, so that's about where I want it. So go ahead and do some work on that and I'll get back to you. So to take care of that problem, I think what I'm going to do is actually wrap the handle in some foam. Got some real dense stuff they use for flooring in shops and stuff like that. Doing this will give me somewhat of a palm grip and possibly a little more of the profile like you would find on a bow that has a riser section on it. The way it was before, just, I don't know, it was beating my inside of my palm up real bad. I got real bony hands or something because these knuckles were just super sore. Couldn't shoot for a couple of days. This is obviously just a prototype, so to speak. Probably see how to adjust the foam a little bit better. Obviously, probably going to wrap this with maybe jute twine. This paracord gets kind of hard. And then I'm going to go back and do a real nice leather wrap over it and stitch it up real nice. So that should give a much better profile. Let's see if I can't get that a little better. That just kind of gives me more of a palm grip. The way I had it before, it was forcing me to hold it too much off to the side and angling my wrist and just beating the crap out of my hand. This seems to be a bit more comfortable and hold my wrist in a little bit better position. I originally wanted to avoid wearing a wrist guard, but I think I'm going to have to, so we'll see how to deal with that. Alright, so I went ahead and got some work done on the handle yesterday. I went ahead and smoothed out the hard edges on here and kind of thinned it out a little bit. I still plan to build this up like it has a riser with some foam and paracord and some other things like I showed you earlier. So we'll see how that goes. It's got a little more vibration in the handle than I would like, but hey, what can you do? First time around. So now I'm just kind of going through and getting any of the little scratches and imperfections out, and I'm going to go through and give it its final sanding. Probably bring it to at least 1,000 grit. I'm going to try and get the wood pores pretty closed as possible. Might even go to 2,000. I find this helps with humidity and moisture a little bit, and if it gets, you know, rained on the slightest bit, you know, that should help with that. Also, I think I plan to stain it and probably wax it. Not sure about that yet. After I sand it today, I'm going to go ahead and put a good coat of boiled linseed oil on it, let that sit overnight, and then, you know, just finish working on it. So I'll keep you guys updated.